that are going to need filling with store concepts. And therefore, we decided to focus on the three British seasons, the summer, the winter, and the autumn, and alongside the Olympics. Obviously, we decided to focus this one on the summer concept, which will run until June, just before the Olympics concept launches. This summer concept launches in June with the Queen's Jubilee coinciding. As you can see, we have the crown on top of the arch, which demonstrates the Jubilee, and then everything else relates to British summertime. So you have the picnics, the strawberries and cream, the lemonade, and then the bunting, which is obviously used in a lot of royal weddings, like last year, and this year for the Diamond Jubilee again.
And then following on from the Diamond Jubilee, we had the Olympic concept, which you see here. Basically, we've used 3 mannequins in the Ophelia dresses, and they represent the first, second, and third place, which usually happens in any sort of activity during the Olympics as well. As you can see, the bride at the front is holding an Olympic torch, and that's in replacement of the flowers, which she usually holds as well. And you also have the ribbon there as well, which shows the finishing line. Hopefully marriage isn't the finishing line, but obviously it is a nice representation there as well. And we also, to give the whole concept more of a 3D look as well, we do have the wreaths above them as well, so that the customer is encouraged to interact and look around the display.
And then on the side, we've got the Olympic torches again. And obviously, we can't have live flame in store. Obviously, a lot of health and safety reasons there. So therefore, we've decided to use the flame lights that are fabric made to really give the concept that we're trying to get across to the consumers. So then the second to last concept we looked at was autumn. We focused on the Harvest Festival theme. So we used the straw, and we have the bride standing on a bed of bright red, orange, and yellow leaves. And then we also have scattered around her the apples, the pumpkins, and the conkers. Then we have her holding a bouquet of wheat sheaf rather than flowers, which is again very typical of autumn. And then we have the leaves hanging as if they were falling from a tree.
Now, for our final and favourite as a team, we have the winter concept. Now, I think it's quite self-explanatory, but what we will have is a giant glass globe featuring a mannequin wearing one of the gorgeous dresses, with a hooded cape, just to really symbolise a British winter wedding.
The background of the snow globe is going to be a typical British countryside scene, with a big field of snow, an English cottage on the side, the manor lane, and a church in the background. The snow will be artificial inside of the globe, but will actually fall in store to really, again, to create that winter effect.
Well, we thank you for listening. If you guys have any question, we're open to answer. And if we have further questions, you can just email us to our teamtemperley@gmail.com email.
Thank you very much. George, they actually made you laugh at one point there.
I know, I feel more like Simon Cowell every day. I never thought, when I was asked to do one of these things, I said, no, I can't ever be nasty to people. So I'll be very good. I thought it was very good, very clear, very understandable. The only thing a word of caution, did you check out whether you can use the Olympic rings?
I think that may be your answer.
I mean, the answer is you can't. Okay. But rather than me then just ask you a question, because I've actually toyed with this thing, because it's sold to all these people who have all these little bloody toys. You could actually make the rings the same, but make them into a delicate heart.
Okay. Yeah, I was just about to say we can adapt that.
And also...
And
we want
but I won't charge you for that, by the way.
Okay, thank you.
We wanted to say that they're not exactly the same as they're marked. It says Temperley all around them, so technically you couldn't say that they're the Olympic rings itself.
Wait till you get out of court in 3 years' time.
The IOC might have something to say to this, and indeed to all the other teams as well.
It's a big issue, those things, and you can always change that.
Nick?
I think you picked quite a tough brand to do, and probably harder than all the others, but I thought it was actually really clear. I mean, again, there was a lot thrown in. No, I thought you were really clear. I love the book The Appointment. I mean, that just all kind of makes sense, doesn't it? I think the winter concept looked stunningly beautiful as well. So, no, really good effort.
Yeah. Thank you. And Andrew?
Just finally, really, a really interesting concept. One of my questions really is, I thought the link with the modern day Olympics was slightly tenuous, but
It was about the juxtaposition for us because, as you can see, as a team, we're quite out there and we want to get your creativity flowing, so that's what we did.
Additional to that, it's not the first time that they link marriage to the Olympics. Actually, in the Greek Olympics, there was actually a marriage. An athlete proposed to his wife and did a stand with the dress and everything. So that's why we also use this idea in our advertising.
Yeah, that bride actually had the rings plastered on her dress, which we thought we'd step away from, but yeah.
Well, that's told me.
You are sorry that you asked. Team Temple in London, thank you very much.
Thank you.